Hello students, I am Dr. P.C. Cambodia, Associate Professor in the Department of English, BSR, Government Arts College, Alwar, Rajasthan. This video class is for the students of BA Part 1st General English. In the last video class, we discussed some of the elements of the sentence. Those elements were the subject, verb, and object. We continue further with this topic. Next element of a sentence is an adjective. Adjective qualifies a noun, which means that adjective tells something more about a noun. Say for example, if I say a cow, in this word a is a determiner and cow is a noun. Suppose I replace this determiner a with black, then the expression is black cow. In the earlier combination, a cow, we are not reminded of the color of the cow, but in the expression black cow, black refers to the cow. This way black is the adjective. So adjective qualifies a noun. Qualifies a noun means tells something more about a noun. Or I give another example, a tall boy. Here in this sentence, a tall boy, is a determiner. Determiner is used before noun. Tall is an adjective and boy is noun. Then we come to adverb. Adverb qualifies a verb, or adverb tells us the way the verb is done. In the sentence, Mohan walks slowly. Slowly is an adverb. He jumped heavily. Heavily is an adverb because it tells us the way the activity is being done. Then we come to the other elements of sentence. It comes in a group, and that group is participle, infinitive, and gerund. Participle refers to the forms of the verbs. If it is present participle, then this is third form of the verb. If it is present participle, then it is fourth form of the verb. There are 5 forms of the verb. You can call them first, second, third, fourth, fifth. But these fifth forms of the verb, they also have their grammatical names. First form of the verb is bare infinitive, infinitive without to. Then second form of the verb is called as past form of the verb. Third form of the verb is called as past participle. Fourth form of the verb, which is the ing form of the first form of the verb, is present participle. Fifth form of the verb is used with to, and the first form of the verb, that is called as to infinitive. First form of the verb is also called as bare infinitive. So participle refers to either third form of the verb or the fourth form of the verb. Then infinitive without to is first form and to infinitive is fifth form of the verb. Then we come to gerund. The first form of the verb plus ing when used as a noun is gerund. Look at the sentence, I am eating. Here in this sentence, activity is going on when the sentence is being spoken. Then I speak another sentence, I love eating. If I replace this eating with another sentence, I love books. I have replaced books with eating. So here eating is gerund. When the sentence is being spoken, then that activity is not being continued. So the first form of the verb plus ing when used as a noun is gerund. While we shall be analyzing the sentences for their parts, we would be identifying which is subject, which is verb, and what kind of verb is it, helping verb or the main verb, or the object, whether there is one object or two objects. If two objects are there, which of the object is direct object, which of the object is indirect object. If it comes to the question of participle, infinitive and gerund, we shall also be analyzing participle, infinitive and gerund. It can be possible only when we know the definitions of these elements of sentences. Then we come to clause and phrase. Clause is a part of the sentence or sometimes sentence itself, which has got either a subject or the verb or the both of them. If the length of the sentence is minimum, it may contain the both of them and the sentence can be single claused sentence. Then phrase is a group of words which has got neither a subject nor the verb nor the both of them. Phrases are added to sentences in order to increase the length of the sentences. Addition of phrase or phrases does not change the nature of the sentence or the type of the sentence. Then we have adverbial. Adverbial is a group of words in which the head word is an adverb. Adverbials are of several types. Adverbial of time, adverbial of place, adverbial of region or cause, adverbial of condition, adverbial of purpose, adverbial of contrast. All these adverbials could be understood by giving an example. Say for example, it was the night time when the accident took place. When the accident took place is an adverbial of time. This is the college where I come daily. In this sentence, where I come daily is an adverbial of place. Then, if I speak the sentence, you can purchase a car if you have money. In this sentence, if you have money is an adverbial of condition. Then, If I speak the sentence, he studies hard so that he can pass. In this sentence, so that he can pass is an adverbial of purpose. Then I speak the next sentence. The patient could not sleep because he was ill. Because he was ill is an adverbial of reason or cause. It is not necessary that adverbial of reason or cause begins with because, it can also begin with as. Yet another example, the crops dried as there was no rain. As there was no rain is an adverbial of reason or cause. Then we come to adverbial of manner. She came running down the staircase as though she had seen a ghost in the night time. As though she had seen a ghost is an adverbial of manner. The way she came down, as though she had seen a ghost. In the night time is a phrase. As I told you earlier, that in the night time is a phrase as it increases the length of the sentence. We will continue with this video class in our next lecture. Thank you so much.